You will learn how to turn your lampshade from this into this. Hey, what's up guys? Nuno here. In this video, I'll show you how to create a light lampshade in Lumion that will show the effect like it's turned on. Many people don't pay enough attention to this, but it plays a very important role in having a realistic 3D render. So without further ado, let's get started. And here's my scene in Lumion. And to better show you this effect, first I'm just going to rotate this sun and make it like it's setting, so you can see a little bit better the light. And now, here we have the light. So you could try to do this in different ways, right? First, you need to put this material, the light, as emissive. But if we go to the render, you will see that when I make the preview, I don't see any light, right? We don't see any emissive lighting from just that little lamp. So another thing we could do, let's go to this material and of this lampshade, and we can go to the emissive, and let's try increasing the emissive. Maybe it will work. Let's try it out. And you will see immediately here what is the problem. It's the whole lampshade, it's emitting light, and this is not the effect that we want. The effect that we want is to look like the light inside is turned on, right? So this material should have a little bit of light passing through, not giving light. So the emissive material doesn't work here. So now let's go back here and reduce the emissive. And we also need to add here a couple of lights. So actually let's start with a spotlight, just to give some light to the bottom. So I can place it like this here and give it a warmer color, and I'm just going to move it down. But actually, instead of moving down, one thing you can do is leave it here, and you will find here shadow exclusion zone. So basically this is telling you what areas should be casting shadow. So if you increase, you see this sphere. Everything around this sphere will not cast shadow. So you can see here. So we can increase, decrease. So let's leave it about here. I think it's still catching this part. Maybe we don't want that as well. Let's leave it about here. Yeah. So now we can decrease a little bit the brightness too. And high. So if you leave it at medium, you can see all of this pixelization on the shadows. So if you move it to high, you have better quality. And not only this, don't forget to go into the render, and you'll find here on the shadow, you'll find soft shadows. So have this on, soft and fine detail shadows. This will increase the quality of the shadows for these spotlights. And so that I added that light there, let's see the result. So we can see the light here. Let's actually take a render from this. And so as you can see, we see the light effect here, and we can see some nice shadows here, but still it doesn't look like it's turned on. And if I go here and now disable this light, so actually let's move this to this hidden layer, you'll see now from this comparison that they are exactly the same. The lampshade looks exactly the same with the spotlight turned on and off. So what is the solution for this issue? The solution is actually quite simple. So let's go back here and we can move this light. Okay, now I turned on this light to an active layer, and we need to go to lights, area lights, and you find this area light here, and we can place one here, right in the middle. And now we can place it with the same color, okay? So this 208,000 Kelvin. And now you just reduce the width and the length a little bit more, something like this, it's fine. And we can move it a little bit up. Oops, not the spotlight. We'll move the area light to about here, and we increase the fall off all the way. And now we need to move down and duplicate this light, this area light, and we can do this by simply press H on your keyboard because it will be the shortcut for moving vertically. So if I press H, I will just move this light vertically. And now I'll just press Alt and I will move it down like this. Okay. I can even press Shift if I want to fine-tune the position. Okay, now I duplicate it. Now I need to press R on the keyboard because the R it's the shortcut for rotate. And I will just go out to the pitch and move it up like this. And I'll just check if it's in the correct position, maybe a little bit lower. And I'll select both lights and I'll decrease here the brightness. Maybe about here. Okay. Now if you go again to the render, and we'll take a new render, and again we don't see the lampshade with this effect, like it's turned on, right? So we need to do one more thing to be able to do this. So let's go now again to this lampshade, material. So I select here the material on the bottom on this icon, and I'll select the material for this lampshade. And you'll find here transparency. If you don't find this, it's probably that you have this show more, like this, show more. So you need to click to have some advanced options. And now I can go to transparency and I'll increase this waxiness. So if I increase all the way, you start to see something, right? You start to see some light here inside. So if I have it to the left, you don't see anything. If I go all the way to the right, now I see some light. So I'm gonna press OK here, and I can go now back to the lights, and I'll select both again, and maybe I will increase the brightness of them just a little bit so you can see this effect better. And now let's go again to the render. Okay, and now we can see that something is turned on here inside. Let's take a render. And so now you can see the difference, that this here really looks like it's with the lights turned on inside, right? And basically what this waxiness effect does, it's a little bit like the subsurface scattering. When you have some type of materials like foliage or even your skin, when you point some light at it, it will let some of the light pass through. And this is what's happening here. And this is a day scene. With night scenes, it will be even more noticeable. So if I would decrease this light in the scene. So here I just quickly made this scene a little bit darker, like the sun already set. So we have a more blue hour mood. And you can notice this effect here more prominent here with this light. If I now remove here the effect of the waxiness, you will see that it's a huge difference. So now you see that without that waxiness, it's really more difficult to tell that the light is turned on, this lampshade. And by the way, if you'd like to know more about how to achieve realistic 3D renders, I have a free training for that you can sign up for. I'll leave a link in the top right corner and also in the description below this video. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to cover more tips like this one. And before you leave, don't forget to check out these videos that will help you achieve realistic 3D renders. And I'll see you in the next one.